Friends, in this video I am going to talk to you on the topic doing an SIP in stocks. The last 3 years has discovered this great new idea of doing SIP in stocks. Firstly, when you do an SIP in a mutual fund, you are giving money to the mutual fund every month and that money gets invested in the portfolio of the mutual fund the same proportion that the portfolio is originally constructed. So, in every portfolio, there could be overvalued stocks, undervalued stocks and moderately valued stocks. So, when you do the SIP in a mutual fund, all three will get purchased. Now, assume that you are going to buy a portfolio of stocks into which you are going to SIP regularly. The first thing that you need to ask yourself is whether you have a blend of undervalued, moderately valued and overvalued stocks. If you have a blend, then probably that SIP could create as good a result as a mutual fund SIP or as bad as one. It all depends upon the stock selection and the weightages. Also, how would an investor buy for fractions of rupees in a stock? That problem is something which you don't face in a mutual fund. That headache goes to the mutual fund. But when you do it in stocks, how are you going to adjust these smaller numbers? That's a problem for which there is no easy answer. Investing regularly in a stock has merit only if that periodic investment done every month happens during a phase when the valuations are in favor. Assume that in 12 weeks a stock gets significantly re-rated and its PE ratio goes from undervalued to overvalued. Assume that you are doing an SIP in that stock for 5 years. The period of undervaluation would have been very brief. If you did not invest during that period, or if you invested only a few installments during that period and most of the installments happened when the stock is overvalued, then the purpose of that SIP would stand squarely defeated, because you would be investing heavily when the stock is time correcting, and then you would need to stay invested also during the period when the stock would also moderately lose some valuation. Not a good thing at all. But somehow people want to simplify their investing and they apply what works in a mutual fund to stock investing. I know a lot of people are putting this as a hypothesis of a way to be investing. I am not convinced, because individual stock valuations vary. They have a strong case to be invested into for limited periods of time. Investing during that period of time when the investment case is very strong gives you most of the returns. Investing when the valuations are not in your favor will not give you the desired returns, however disciplined you are in investing. So, blindly taking a method of investing out of mutual funds and applying it to individual stocks does not appeal to me. Investors who are doing it today in stocks with a PE ratio of 100 plus are not reading the writing on the wall. They are continuing to buy the Asian Paints and the Titans and the Pidilites of the world at very high valuations, simply because somebody said you can buy them anytime. Nobody validated that statement, whether stocks actually give returns when bought at any point in time at any valuation. The more you buy when the valuations are not in your favor, the less are the prospects of your making even a profit. That's the reality. And if at all you do make a profit, that would still not even beat inflation. Forget about beating a benchmark. So, stock SIP as an idea has been oversimplified and also wrongly applied by most people who have been speaking about it. They are just giving you a method of investing which you can handle easily. But I don't think the method will adapt to what happens in the market. The person who tells you to adapt that method is not going to come and tell you that, hey, the valuations are high, so now don't buy. Because he has just told you do this and you'll be fine. In my view, a stock SIP as an investment formula is like telling a patient that for anything you have in your body, just have paracetamol. I don't think that would be an agreeable statement to any of you, because and you need to know exactly what you need to do when the time is right for certain investment actions. So it's important that you don't oversimplify investing. You apply stock SIP only when valuations are low. When the valuations start climbing, you stop and you think differently. The situation should drive your decision making and not some blind formula. Thank you for watching this video.